welcome back. I hope you liked, subscribed, and joined in the chat. Comment down below. I'd love to see your comment. Today's episode is again about corruption in South Africa. Ooh, so back there. So the first thing I'm gonna touch on is the misuse of funds. It happens everywhere, from your biggest businesses, your top governments, to your everyday working class. Yes, it happens, it's everywhere, but we all know the one that was big that hits not last year, 2020, pandemic time. Yes, 2020, when it was the misuse of funds which they received in August, if I'm not mistaken, of that year. 5 billion, they had loaned 5 billion, and then they apparently had a thingy distributed it amongst different sectors within the government, and there was just a misuse of it because there were a lot of PPE tenders that did not add up. People just coming out of a pandemic, the rich were getting richer, the poor were getting poorer, basically. And we saw that because of the sudden tenders, people were getting the luxury cars, vacations, and we're in a pandemic and everyone's suffering while they're thriving and nobody knows how. It was a very, very big scandal. And another scandal involving the government was our very own president. The money stolen from his farm. Questions were raised: where did he get it? What was he using it for? Why was it stashed in cash? Is that a way of corruption within the government, because it leaves no paper trail? Where's the paper trail of the money that was there? And it wasn't dollars, it was $4 million, which at the rand is 18 rand 70 cents right now, and that equates to 75,080,000 rands. Yes, that's 4 million and in US dollars, and then 75,080,000 rands. That's a lot of money could use to transform something as small as a little housing project, but yet it's being stored. Cash. Questions are raised there. Corruption. And then the government's different. Like, they were issued funds during the COVID relief thing, but there was nothing to show for it. Like, the most we got is, I don't know, sanitizing stations. That's the most we got. Healthcare workers came more work for them. Policemen were distributed. The army was called. So just okay, people, a small amount of employment, but the larger scale is the people of South Africa suffered. Also, the whole issue of schools closing in KZN, over 900 schools, the government wants to close them. Governments, if I'm not mistaken, check that out. We want to close over 900 schools in KZN, and we want to ask why. Where's the money for that? The budget that was set up in the beginning, Feb was the budget speech, if I'm not mistaken.